I think you guys have a clear mind of what I'm gonna talk about today. Now, this has been a subject in my DMs forever, and I've been so like kind of going back and forth about talking about this subject. I know the whole world lives for influencers. I know the whole world loves beauty gurus. A lot of people want to be influencers, and I get that. In today's video, I want to share you guys my tips and tricks and my point of views on basically what makes an influencer. What is that thrive and strive about an influencer that you love so much? Keep watching because it's gonna get a little interesting, a little, personal. Remember, if you guys are shopping on Morphe.com or in stores, be sure to use my code Kimora and save 10% off at the end of your purchase, and always be a Morphe babe. Right now, we're gonna have a chit chat, you and me right now, and we're gonna play with some makeup on the way. My makeup today is gonna be very, very just soft brown. I've been kind of like really into doing a red lip. Let's go ahead and get this started. Now, we all know the world of influencing literally started it's always been around. People forget that you can become an influencer without actually influencing something, if that makes sense. There is legendary people that influence beauty. There's legendary people that have been in the game for a long time. So I think when it comes down to just a little bit of history, Paris Hilton, Miss Kim Kardashian, the world of influencing nightclubs and restaurants and makeup and just, it's been around for a while. Imagine influencing without social media, right? So I gather what everyone was asking. I always say, what is your purpose? Like, what makes you have a purpose of influencing, let's say, makeup? That's a really, really bold question, and a really, really, I want to say honest question. Is what is your purpose? What do you want to show the world? Is it your artistry? Is it your passion for the brand? Is it your passion for makeup? Is it you're trying to thrive? Or what is the reason? And I think the purpose behind all of it is you guys have to really set yourself apart. And what makes you so different? Why do you think your smoky eye is more important than, I'm gonna say Miss Sally Sue? What makes you different? Is it your personality? Is it your artistry? Here's the thing. When it comes to personality, it's very important. I think people have to like you, and I think people have to understand you. That's the question you want to ask. And I'm going to reference beauty because, obviously I love to influence beauty and makeup and product and knowledge and gay culture and drag culture and all that. So that's what I'm gonna reference my lecture on. A lot of people DM me saying, hey, Kimora, I know I love to cook, but how do I become an influencer? What do you like to cook? What do you like to make? What do you like to eat? What do you like to create? I always say the same thing because if you can't answer those questions, it's gonna be really, really hard for you on camera or where you are to influence these things on a international big platform. So another question where I kind of put all together is, what's the outcome? This is important, bitch, because let me tell you something. Nowadays, you could be anything you want. This world is yours to grab. Whether you want to be famous. Some people love to be famous. Some people want to roll the dice once and win and be famous. And I get it. That's what today's life is about. If that's your only outcome, I feel like you're going to stress yourself out. I don't know. I feel like you're going to tire yourself out because you're doing it for the wrong reason. I truly think that's the wrong reason. I think if you want to be famous and you want to do it because you want to have like 1 billion followers and 1 million followers and you want to live this limelight and you want to live in a mansion, it's going to be really rough for you because things doesn't happen overnight. And I think people really think like, what am I gonna influence to have this many followers? Followers, I feel like nowadays are very important to people because that's kind of like your stats, And yes, I kind of in a sense agree, but if that's what you're like basing your influencing life as, then I feel like you're gonna stress yourself out. My outcome as a beauty influencer is I want to be so close to makeup for the rest of my life. And literally what I put on every single day and take off every night with acne and breakouts, and it's all worth it because I love makeup and I want to show people that you can make a living off makeup. You can make a living off product knowledge. You can make a living off playing and being creative. You can't really hold a creative person down. And I want to be able to show people that. And that's just my passion. I didn't go into this trying to be rich and trying to be well known and trying to be like, oh my God, I want to have like 50 million followers. That's not my outcome. And I think a lot of people expect that. But what's your outcome? What do you want to gain from this? Because if you don't have passion, it's going to tire yourself out and it takes the fun away. So those are just some prime examples. Nowadays, bitch, when you're like 18 years old and you're trying to like, oh my God, I'm going to be an influencer. Well, bless your heart, you better make sure the passion is there. Wow, look at this eyeshadow though. Hey girl, work. I also think like the outcome should be, do you want to invest in something? Like, do you want to have your own makeup brand? A lot of successful makeup brands nowadays are influencers. That comes with a purpose. That's the outcome. This is one of my favorite things about it because I think it's one of the most important things people need to know. What's your passion? I think that's the question of the fucking video, is what's your passion? Like, write down in the comments, you guys, what's your passion? What makes you you? Like, why do you feel like this is what you love? And I want you guys to take that very, very in and take it very, very deep. Now, if you're gonna talk about money, girl, that should not be your passion. That should be your win. Now listen, I live in LA. You don't really have one job here. You're gonna have to have like 2, you know, or 3 or 5. And I find that really important because it's hard to just kind of keep in a box and just do one thing, right? We're very like, oh my God, I need to do a lot of stuff. When you don't have passion for something, you'll break soon. And I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit with you. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what you wanna hear. Yes, in order to like something, you wanna try it. But do you really have passion for it? Like, just because you do makeup on yourself and it looks good doesn't mean you are a makeup artist. I feel like people that do good makeup on themselves, yes, you have passion for makeup. Let's take it to the platform. Let's see if you can inspire people to do it. Like, if you're able to talk about it and show love for it and obsess with it and it shows through your work, you pretty much have passion for it. But you know, you could be good at makeup and you don't even want to tell people how to do it. What's the difference between you're good at it and what's the difference between you are in love with it? People think, you know, they jump on this influencing bandwagon where they want to, you know, get a backdrop. They want to sit there and record themselves and they want to talk about makeup and they want to talk about it. But I'm like, girl, you have like 1 video every 2 months. Like, if I'm your fan and I want to follow you and I want to get inspired by you, but how am I supposed to keep up with you when you don't even show me content? I'm someone that wants to learn. Yes, there's of course things get in the way, you know, you get busy and you get, you know, I get all that, but I mean, then is it really passion? Because if you can't make time for it, those are the questions you want to ask. What makes it stand out from everything else? I feel like nothing should get in the way of your passion and your artistry. And one more thing, you guys, about being a passionate influencer is super important because people can see if you really do love it. And I think that's one of those things where I would watch like some influencers or beauty gurus or people that talk about stuff, and I'm like, they look so like robotic and they look so like they're just doing this because they just have nothing else to do. And it's just kind of like, I don't even know if I even trust you. I don't even know if I even like want you explaining this to me. And honestly, now I always say you can find the tracks. You can always find footprints on Instagram where you can see if people really do like it or not. You know, I feel like their feed shows. Should I cut my crease? Yeah, I should. Another question that I love, and I think it's an important question because you have to know your audience. You should know your audience. You should kind of know like what your audience wants. I think that's very important. Because listen, let's just keep it real. I love you guys so much. You know, my audience is a specific audience. It's an audience that understands humor. You know, you guys accept me for who I am. I'm able to get on this camera and strip down to my very minimal nothing and show you guys my gross acne skin and feel comfortable to talk to you guys. When you know your audience, it's just super, super important because those are the people that are getting very inspired by you, and if they want more and they want to see more, they should be able to get more. One of the most important things about an influencer is your audience. What do they want? How are you challenging your audience? If your audience is into makeup, how are you challenging them in a way that will make them come back to you? I'm not talking about like an age group. Girl, I've had followers that are, you know, 12 and 60 and 80. But if you're not going to be able to influence your audience and keep them on their toes, are you doing your job as an influencer? Audience is important, you guys, because that's what makes you who you are. That's why I'm so thankful. I started my YouTube channel 2 years ago. I know 50,000 is not a lot of people, but I am very blessed to have an audience because that tells me I am influencing someone. And I think, you know, when you're someone that depends on the stats and want it all now, I want to say you're going to work very hard. And that's why you see a lot of people that want to have all these platforms and do all these things and, hey, look, you know, I'm this person, I do this now. Oh, hey, look, I'm going to do this every day. Oh, hey, now I'm going to perform this. Yes, I'm all about putting your feet in the water, but bam, girl, how many lakes and oceans are you need to go to? You know, you have to sit down, and as a person in being creative, you have to really tell yourself, is this something that I want to do? And it's one of those hard questions. No one really wants to ask themselves that. I was gonna tell you guys what I want to do next in my makeup. All right, you guys, so the next question I love, and I actually get this a lot in my DMs, is how are you showcasing your work? How are you delivering this project? How do you want to present yourself to the world? What do you want to be known as? And I usually write back like, well, what are you more comfortable with? Doing videos is hard. And it's not one of those things, not everybody can do it. Because if you're passionate about it and the cameras are rolling, then you should, this is something you love to do, right? So another thing about it too is like, if you love Instagram, now delivering a photo is definitely easier, not easier, but a little more different than doing a video. Because video comes with production, it comes with personality, it comes with lighting, it comes with the artistry, it comes with proving to people that you can do this. Now versus a picture, nowadays, people are very manipulative when it comes to the photo. If you're gonna take a picture of your wing liner, I'm gonna be like, Rich, I need to believe that you can do this. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my God, you did a wing liner, I love your picture, I can do it now. When you become a beauty influencer, you need to be able to show people how to do it. It's like almost like when people take pictures of hair and wigs, it's like they only take pictures but they don't want to show you how to do it. I'm like, are you really doing this, or are you just copying and pasting someone else's work? Because I've seen that done many times. People love Instagram because I feel like Instagram is very accessible, it's easy, it's right there, it's to your face. If this is something that you want to do because of the right reasons, I think you should do it. I think the whole point of becoming an influencer is that you want to be able to influence someone, you want to be able to inspire someone, you want to be able to be there for someone. You know, like there's a couple of influencers that I follow that I'm so obsessed with because I feel like a connection with the person. And I think that's important because honestly, trust me, you guys, nowadays we have so many people we can follow. We have so many people that we can be inspired by. And I think it's important that you don't want to overwhelm yourself with so many people, because then you start to compare people. It's not like you're a bad influencer, it's just that we don't have that connection. And I think it's the connection is one of the most important things. There's some influencers out there that I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're saying. It comes down to that's not the person for you. Another question that I get a lot, you guys, what made me become an influencer? You know, you guys know, like, I do drag for a living, and this is something I've never really said to people. I told myself that I am worth way more than that. And I'm not trying to degrade drag, I'm not trying to degrade anything like that. I'm just saying I am a creative person. I want to have more things to my life and more surprises and more work and more, you know, creative things. And a lot of people have said, like, what do you do now? And I always answer, I am a creative person. You know, when you get off the show and you want to become this drag star or something, you tend to put yourself in this bubble of that's all you are. And I think it's important that you have multiple different outlets and you're able to do other things with it. I did makeup before Drag Race. I did makeup before I did drag, so I've always been around makeup and I love it. When you get mature enough to tell yourself that you want to do other things and you want to have another outlet or you want to be creative in a different way, that's the first step. It's really hard because you don't want to fail. Tell yourself what makes it so successful. What's your finish line? Because if you have a finish line, you might get defeated, my child. What I'm trying to say is all my little babies out there that follow me and all my people that, you know, give their time for me, I say, pick up that brush, get to work. Let's really make a difference. It's so weird not talking about what I'm doing because I know you guys want that, but if you guys would love me to explain this look, I can do it in a video coming up. It's so crazy how 2 years have gone and I'm, you know, still here, you guys, because I knew this is something that I love. I'm very passionate about it. I love it. And I just see a lot of people that want to jump on this grind, which I think it's great, but it's also like I can tell that people are only doing it because they want it for the, you know, their clout. And I think that's one of the most wrong ways to go into this is when you're doing it for that reason. I know it's really hard and I know the word influencer literally evolved. I mean, kind of like on the radar like a few years ago, and people just kind of either accidentally become one or they, you know, don't know what to do with their influencing life. And I would love to kind of help because it's something that I struggle with too at the same time. That's one thing that's great about being a creative person is that you really have to just take the risk and just be you. And people that will give you time, they would definitely see that through you. And they know you're not a fraud, they understand where you're coming from. And I think that's just one of those most important things that people need to know is that just know that if you love it, it's gonna show. Like how much I fucking love this blush because I'm gonna put some more on. Alright, you guys, so right now, if you guys need to know, I'm going to try this pencil called Taboo from Morphe, and I'm going to pull out a Jeffree Star Ho 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 liquid lipstick. This might be a little too dark for my look today. Actually, I kind of like it. Oh my god, I haven't seen me in red lipstick forever. Maybe let's like add some plum. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's actually way better, thank god. Wig is on, so excited. We got through the end, you guys. We got here from all talking about being an influencer. Now, you guys, let's end this video with the question of the day. Are you doing it for you? And I think this is one of those questions that you really have to take some time to think to yourself. Because if you're gonna sit here and influence for somebody else, or you're gonna sit here because you wanna be somebody else, I feel like those are like all the wrong reasons to do this. You wanna be true to who you are as an artist, and I think you wanna be just authentic as you can. And I think that's important when it comes to showcasing what you're passionate about, whether it's cooking, makeup, beauty, clothes, fashion, drag, whatever the thing is. And I think it's gonna definitely show through your work, and I hope you guys can do it for you, because that's what makes you guys happy. That's what makes you guys want to wake up every day to influence someone, to inspire someone. Honestly, I would say you never know who's watching and you never know who's listening. So you always got to be super authentic and just be sure to always inspire other people besides just, just yourself. That being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video on my just kind of, my influencing point of views. And I hope you guys got a lot from this. Anyone out there that's want to become a beauty influencer or a beauty guru, or anyone that wants to influence anyone, I hope you guys took this in as a positive note, and I hope I taught you guys something, because I am living every day by day and learning as I go. And without you guys, I honestly wouldn't be here. This is what I strive and love to do all the time. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you guys in a few days, because I do have 2 videos out every single week, and I have more and more questions that I want to answer. And I know you guys have flooded my Instagram and my DMs and comments, so I do my best to grab all the questions and kind of sum it up for you guys. I love you. I'm Kimora Blac, and I'll see you guys in a few days.